Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Things are not looking good today because there seems to be an all-out war on crypto, but it seems like Ethereum has inside keys and there's corruption everywhere. It is spearheaded by Gary Gensler, of course. The thing is, the SEC supposedly settled with Kraken on their staking, and Kraken was going to discontinue unregistered offer and sale of crypto asset staking as a service program because that might violate the law. And they also agreed to pay the SEC $30 million to settle charges. And we thought that was over, but no, because the SEC somehow just sued Kraken in the state of New York. I don't exactly know what they sued him for. It probably has to do with unregistered securities. But how do you settle with someone and then sue them? Obviously, this is Gary Gensler's all-out war on crypto. It's going to take down Kraken, Coinbase. It can't really do much about Binance because Binance isn't in the US. Can't do anything about Lido because Lido is not in the US. But it seems like they want to shut the US off from basically crypto innovation and basically people adopting crypto in the US. And because of that, other services like, for example, XRP Paynet has actually suspended reward programs because they don't want to get in trouble with the SEC. This is, make no mistake, this is an all-out assault on the crypto industry from the SEC, but the SEC is not alone in this. The IRS has long demanded and reaffirms demands identities from Kraken. So they want personal information from Kraken clients. And of course, Kraken does not want them to get that. So there's a court summons and they're going to have to fight that as well. And furthermore, on the all-out war against crypto, stablecoin issuer Paxos, one of the most legitimate issuers in the industry, is being investigated by New York regulators. So they're investigating stablecoin issuer Paxos, and the full scope of the investigation is unclear. They're probably going to find that Paxos is fully backed, just like Tether and USDC. So they're pulling out all the stops. Hopefully, they can actually get defeated because it seems like all the staking things are basically going to close. But I hope like they push too far and it pushes back on them and they lose the case that these things are actually securities because there's actually no proof at all that these things are actually securities. They're just saying they're securities so they have jurisdiction over them. But the thing is like there's no law that says any of this is securities. The SEC is way overreaching the jurisdiction, but they're forcing pretty much all these things to close down. And that's actually why Bitcoin is dropping today. It's not only because of this, there's all news that like local Bitcoin has actually closed, but it is a concerted effort by the US government or basically elements within the government to take down crypto, I believe. But also, somehow, Ethereum co-founder Joseph Lubin says no chance that ETH is classified as security. If XRP is classified as a security, Ethereum, which has had a ICO, I don't see how it cannot be classified as a security unless Joe Lubin has the inside track. He's already discussed it with Gary Gensler and others, and they will not target Ethereum, but that would definitely be mostly insider corruption. So the thing is like, Ethereum, I don't know what they have. I don't know what kind of confidence they have because unlike Ripple, they actually did have an ICO. So there's got to be some hand wrangling there if he's so confident. Or maybe he's just wrong because we've seen a lot of companies say they're not securities only to be sued by the SEC later. But with Ethereum and Consensus, with their connection to William Hinman and Jay Clayton, they actually might have an insider track there. So a lot of corruption in the SEC, but a huge concerted effort to actually snuffle out crypto in the United States. I don't think other countries are actually going to follow the US lead. I think the UK has more liberal laws. The EU definitely has more liberal laws, and Japan has more liberal laws as well. And they can't really ban staking from individual wallets because that's basically impossible. I think they are doing the bidding of people like Jamie Dimon and Chase and JP Morgan because their interest offerings on the bank can't actually compete with crypto staking. So they want to nip it in the bud, and maybe the banks will offer on their own terms. So that's actually what we have right now. right now today we started a massive concerted attack on crypto. Obviously, the market is down by a little over 1,000 points. Still not much to worry about, but the legal issues are much, much more worrisome than anything else. But just these big legal issues, even they're not enough to bring down crypto all that much. And I do believe that we will recover. There's also good news that like the Mississippi Senate passing bills to protect crypto miners from discrimination. It does look like a lot of these regulators are basically trying to make it so Bitcoin and Ethereum are the only viable ones out there. So I guess we want to be safe. You would actually invest in those. But, there does seem to be a ton of corruption to remove the altcoin market and declare everything securities. And it does seem to be spearheaded by Gary Ginzer, but the big banks are definitely in tow, I believe, and they're definitely using FTX's fallout for their own purposes. So crypto is actually being attacked. Hopefully this comes out good for us and we can actually resolve all this stuff, and eventually everything will be declared not securities or other countries, and basically reality will force the politicians to change their ideas. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.